Hi, it's Dwyer, gamblersadvisory.com, dwyervip.com, on Roku, Dwyer Boxing, and Sports News. Remember, the opinion you should follow should be your own. Just consider this video to be a second opinion from a complete stranger online. Now let's talk boxing history, then let's talk Floyd Mayweather in his quest for victory number 49. Right, understand when Rocky Marciano was 48-0, he actually took on a future Hall of Famer, the reigning light heavyweight champion Archie Moore, right? In a fight where Marciano was heavily favored, but understand Marciano himself weighed less than 190 pounds. Now the fight's actually one of boxing's best, right? It's a boxing folklore fight. The great Rocky Marciano, 48-0, came out and got dropped by Archie Moore in the second round. Then you had a period of boxing mystery, right? When Marciano gets off the canvas, Archie Moore wants to go in for the kill. The referee stops him. Right? Archie Moore is convinced, or was convinced until the day he died, that the referee's actions actually prevented him from taking the heavyweight title. Right? He had Rocky Marciano hurt. Marciano was down. I know Marciano pops up off the canvas quickly. I encourage you to look at the tape. Understand there is a moment of controversy. Marciano, bulletproof, finishes 49-0. Goes on to knock down Archie Moore several times in that fight before knocking him out in the fight. But the question is, since boxing is a sport of moments, was Archie Moore deprived of the opportunity to close the show? Well, understand, Larry Holmes was then 48-0. And believe it or not, like Marciano, he took on the reigning light heavyweight champion, a U.S. gold medalist in the Olympics, an unbeaten fighter, Michael Spinks. Now, what no one understood at the time was that Spinks, who I believe might be in the Boxing Hall of Fame, that Spinks was much better than people realized. Understand, Spinks would go on to beat Jerry Cooney at heavyweight. Understand, Spinks wins the rematch against Larry Holmes. Understand, Spinks' only loss is that first round knockout loss to Mike Tyson. That's his only loss. Well, of course, you know what happened. Michael Spinks beat Larry Holmes. Larry Holmes' win streak stopped at 48. He never got to the 49. That is the record of Rocky Marciano, right? Marciano, after the Archie Moore fight, walks away from the sport at 49-0. Now we have Floyd Mayweather, and according to reports, according to TMZ, and let me just say, TMZ is pretty good and they're very accurate in their news reporting. Right? TMZ is reporting that Floyd's next opponent is going to be Berto. Floyd's going to be a big favorite. Just like Marciano was, just like Larry Holmes was. Right? There's going to be high drama here. The fight's supposed to be on CBS. Let me say this. Berto is offensively blessed. He has a very big punch. Even in fights in which he lost, the Victor Ortiz fight, for example, the Jesus Soto Caras fight, he dropped his opponent. Right? Very big punch, offensively blessed. Here's the problem. I want you to look at the end of the Soto Caras fight. Just look at the end of that fight. I have the highlights in my favorites folder here on YouTube, you're going to notice that Soto Karass hits him with a left hand. Right? It looks like a short hook. Andre Berto goes down. When Andre Berto gets up, he looks out of it. It doesn't look like he could continue. Looks like his balance is gone. I'm grateful that the referee stopped the fight because I'm a fan. I don't want to see anybody get badly hurt in boxing. Now you can just imagine when you look at Floyd Mayweather, how his left hook, quite frankly, might be his best punch. And understand, Mayweather fights out of an orthodox stance. That left hook is up front. It gets there faster. How did he close the show against Ricky Hatton? Check left hook. Right? Mayweather, whatever you think about Mayweather, understand that left hook's the kind of punch that can give even a pro like Juan Manuel Marquez problems. Now there has to be a reason in my eyes why Andre Berto has fought so many southpaws in his career. Take a look at the long line of southpaws. It's almost like this guy looks for southpaws. I believe it's because he doesn't want to deal with a guy in a right-handed stance with that left hook up front. Right? It takes Soto Karass several rounds to figure it out. I believe Floyd Mayweather from the opening bell is going to try to land that left hook. He's going to try to give Berto flashbacks. Berto is not defensively gifted. It's my belief that Floyd Mayweather wants to leave you with a KO in his last fight. I believe that's why he's picked an opponent who isn't blessed defensively, right? Who's vulnerable to left hooks. The bet I'm recommending here, even though the odds are terrible, I'm sure, is simply Floyd Mayweather to win the fight. I don't think you could hedge the play with Berto by KO, because I'm sure the odds you're going to get are going to be that bad. So bad that the bet's unhedgeable. But make no mistake, Mayweather doesn't plan to run for 12 rounds. I believe Mayweather has heard the criticism from the Manny Pacquiao fight. I believe Mayweather has heard people say his fight style is boring. I believe Mayweather wants to leave you with something to think about. And so he has picked an opponent who is tailor-made for his left hook. Let me point out too, I want people to go back and look at the Josecito Lopez fight. Right? Lopez gets knocked down twice in the fight. Okay, fair enough. Right? But Berto's struggling in that fight. That fight's competitive. Don't just look at the W by Berto's name and think he dominated Josecito Lopez. He didn't. Let's talk about Soto Karass. In the 8 fights before he fights Berto, he's 3-5. 3-5. Right? Understand, Berto has had a rough go of it of late. A rough go. Right? Also, let me say too, Berto to me isn't a chess player. It's not like when a boxing match breaks out, Andre Berto is going to be able to neutralize Floyd's boxing. Floyd's by far the superior boxer. Berto's best hope, quite frankly, is a straight right hand. Right? His best hope is to try to duplicate and do better than what Shane Mosley did. Right? Land that big right hand, only not allow Mayweather to grab him like Mayweather grabs Mosley. Right? To actually try to finish the job. Good luck with that. I think Mayweather wins this fight. I think there's a distinct possibility that Mayweather tries to do so by KO. I think this is a victory lap for Floyd Mayweather. I think Mayweather wants to go out with a bang. He didn't pick Amir Khan. Too tough an opponent. I believe Chris Algieri would be too tough an opponent. Keith Thurman, dangerous opponent. Right? Very dangerous opponent. Terence Crawford. I'm not sure if any of us knows who wins that fight. No, Floyd is going to leave the arena against Andre Berto. Expect him to try to do something big. I'm expecting him to try to stop Berto. Right? Just like Soto Karass stopped Berto. Think about it. Floyd didn't even pick Soto Karass. He's picking the guy Soto Karass knocked out. Think about that. I'm expecting Mayweather to win. I think Mayweather gets to 49-0. Then I'm expecting him to leave the stage, although I will say the MGM's opening up a new arena in Las Vegas. One wonders whether the money is going to be so big that Mayweather gets tempted back into the ring. Right? Lord knows there are guys out there, Amir Khan, for example, who want to fight him. I think Mayweather wins here. I think the key punch in this whole thing is going to be Mayweather's left hook. Right? In my opinion, Berto just doesn't do well against left hookers. That's how I see it. Let me hear from you. Leave your comments for me here online. Visit us at gamblersadvisory.com. Thanks for stopping by.